another video. Sorry I haven't been posting much. Just things are busy, I guess, right now. Working in the shop, and one excuse, I guess, is the range I made at the house. Weather's getting nicer, so of course everything's overgrown. And I just need to get down over there and trim her all up and get a path cut down so I can start shooting more videos. But another reason why too that I haven't been shooting a whole lot of videos or making videos is because ammo is just tough to come by. Right now I think I got like 9 bricks of some Center X, but I really just don't want to make the same video over and over, so that's why I haven't been making any videos. But I just want to give you a little update what's going on. I have been shooting. I shot this past winter at Fresno Gun Club in Ohio, and for the indoor series for the factory. And needless to say, first event was January 23rd of this year. Finished third. Second event was February 2nd of this year. I finished second. And then I shot February 27th and finished 5th. For my last event there that I went to, I made some changes. I'll get into that later in the video. But I switched my rifle, switched out manufacturers on rifles, and I also went with a bipod, which I'll get into that. So on that day, it was March 27th, and we ended up finishing first place. I shot 4 2500s and 2 2450s, which I was very, very happy and tickled and pleased with. Also, we went to started our outdoor season. I went to Northeast Kentucky fishing and game, and started out real good, but my last target put me back to I ended up finishing 10th place. I wasn't happy with that finish. Came home, did some homework, changed some things up, found some really, really good things that helped me, and I'll explain that too later in the video. After that, we went to the Triple Crown weekend at Kettlefoot Gun Club down in Bristol, Virginia on the 3rd of, what was it? Was it June? June 3rd? I think June. I can't remember. But we ended up finishing 3rd place. I was really pleased with it. You know, there was 11 shooters there. The guy that won pretty much did what I did at Fresno's indoors and shot, I think he shot 4 2500s, 2400 and a 2450 or a 2425. Shot really good. He shot really good, so congratulations to him. It was kind of cool down there. Got to meet a lot of new people. Met 2 new guys just from making this channel. It was kind of cool. They came up to me and, you know, are you the guy off of the YouTube channel 3 or 4 Rimfire? I was like, yeah. So that was kind of cool, you know. If you guys see me in a shoot, stop up, say hi or whatnot. Yeah, it was really nice meeting them. Heck, I even sold to one guy 4 lots of ammo to help him out, or 4 boxes of ammo, trying to help him out, which was really cool. Also met a guy on the channel, Jerry. I met him down there, and me and him pitted together, and yeah, it was just a fun time. It was really, really fun. If you haven't been there, I'd mark it down on your calendar next year and go. I mean, there was like, I think 58 unlimited shooters there, and I know not all of them was shooting the LRA portion, so it was definitely cool. I enjoyed it, had fun, finished 3rd, learned a lot, and now I'm influencing it in my new routine of what I need to do. We also did go this past weekend, I think on the 13th, to the Buckeye Rimfire Gun Club, and it was this club shoot, and we ended up winning that. And then back to the Fresno, we ended up finishing 2nd for the State of Ohio indoor factory class, and then we finished what was it? finished 4th in the national inline points, and then finished 5th in the aggregate national points. So I'm very pleased with that. I only had 4 matches, and I only had enough cards to score for the shoot. I should say I only had 20 cards, and that's what you need to get awarded points towards the state and nationals. This year's a little bit different with the outdoor. For nationals, you gotta shoot 40 targets, and then state is only 20 targets, and 2 club tournaments or a state tournament you gotta shoot for your points to count. Yeah. I want to go over some things. We'll go over. I'm going to start making bore guides for the factory guns. I already made one for the 455, which I think the CZ 455 and 452 is the same. I made them for my Savage so far. I'm going to make them for the 457s, and then I'm also going to make them for the Anschutz Model 64 and also the Tikas. If you guys are interested in one, I'll put a link in the description for my email where you can get a hold of me, or go over to Facebook and make sure you like the page. Go over to Facebook Messenger and message me if you're interested in one, and we can get one worked out. I'll post a picture right here. It's a 2-piece bore guide. So you got your main bore guide that goes inside your action, and then you got another piece that goes over your rod, and then you screw on your jag or your nylon brush or bronze brush. I make them real tight to the bore for the cleaning rod. It's a sweet deal. I've seen like most of the unlimited guys have a 2-piece bore guide, so I was like, why is nobody in Mont making them for the factory? So I made them for the factory, and they work really well. I love them. It's centered. I don't have to find where my chamber is in the barrel. It just automatically centers up and goes straight in. I don't have to push my bore guide like on my Savage. I used to have my BoreTech one for my Savage. I used to have to push down on it and go real slow and then kind of find its way into the chamber. This here just slides in, got your piece, start to insert your cleaning rod, push your insert up, and it centers right up, and then you can go ahead and clean it. It makes it much nicer and easier. But the only downfall is you just gotta leave that insert piece on your rod, but it's not that big of a deal. I used it this past weekend. I love it. And it's gonna be a 2-piece for all of them. Yeah, they're gonna be 35 bucks. Actually, they're gonna be 30 bucks. Sorry, take that back. 30 bucks. And if you're interested, like I said, I'll put a link in the description. Just make sure you send me an email notification, or send me an email on what kind of gun you want, or what kind of bore guide it's for, whether it's Tika, Savage, CZ. That's what we're making for them right now. Pretty much all production guns as of right now. I'm not making none for any of the older models, but yeah, if you're interested, send me an email or message me on Facebook. Also, I'll put a picture here too. We also started selling flags and flag stands. The stands are, what are they, 45 bucks? Yeah, so the stand is 45 bucks. It comes with the stand, the ball mount, and the insert piece for your flag to attach down into. And then the flags are 35 bucks. Complete set, thanks, what would that be, $80 for complete flag and stand. If you're interested in that also, please leave a link in the description again. Click email, send me an email, or message me on Facebook. Let's see here, what else we got. Alright guys, so after I got my ass kicked there for the first 3 events for the Fresno indoor, I changed directions on what I was doing. I was using Caldwell front BR, the Caldwell BR front rest. I tried 3 different bags. I couldn't get the can out of the gun, so I switched, went with a bipod. And this is what I went with. lot of guys at the shoot's been asking me what kind it is, been telling them, I'm not gonna hide a secret, but I went with the Tier 1 FTR bipod. It's all aluminum, weighs 1.3 pounds. It's got 4 inches of travel and elevation, which is really, really cool. So, and then the base width, fully maxed width wise, is I think 18 3/4 of an inch. There's a couple ways that it comes. It comes with an Anschutz rail style mount, or it also comes with the sling stud. I went with the sling stud. So the sling stud style just mounts like this. I put rubber behind it, like a foam self-adhesive on one side and then foam on the other side. So I put foam around it, and then what you got is just like a little plate that slides over your sling stud, and then a pin goes through it, and then you got 2 Allen bolts here that you tighten this down to the sling stud. And the reason why I put that rubber adhesive underneath there is it took out some of a lot of the play, so I would just recommend doing that. And then you just slide your bipod on like so, and then you just take this insert or the bolt or the nut and then just tighten it down, and then that's that. I like it. What I do with it is when I go up to the bench, I take a little level, put my gun up, get on target, take the level, put it on top of my vertical, or my basically the top of my scope for the adjustment for the elevation. And I level it out, lock it down. The reason why I switched to that is because I couldn't get the can out of the front rest, steady rest. I couldn't get the can out of the gun. I put a level around the scope. I had the Area 419 rail that had a little bubble level in it, and it was just messing me up. I shot good with a steady front rest, but this bipod, if I was to get in the F class, that's the factory class, you got to use a bipod. If you go to matches, you're going to see all your top shooters are using a bipod. That's why I bought one, is it took the can out, I lock it down. I use a rear bag. I did switch rear bags. I went with an Edgewood Minigator. I love this thing. It's a sweet deal. It's kind of expensive. I think I paid maybe $100 for it. I think that's what I paid for it, but I love the bag, so I did switch rear bags. What else did I switch over? I did go to the Lapua Test Center and took ammo up there that I had, and then it shot a 15.9, and Luke said that was really good ammo that I had. So we lot tested it, and you say I found something a lot better than that. Pretty much shot below 14 on 10 rounds. Shot really, really well. So I bought a case of that, and what other changes did I make? But meanwhile, that bipod, I ordered it on well, the shoot was on a Saturday, so I ordered it on a Wednesday or Tuesday. Ordered on Tuesday. The Tier 1 is out of the UK, so I was like, man, I ain't gonna get it in for this last match, the state tournament. Surprisingly, it was here in 2 days. I was really, really shocked. I mean, for how fast it came, packaged out the door, shipped to me in 2 days. And I live on the northeast of the US, so I was very shocked. I was surprised. And needless to say, when I went to the shoot, I used a new rifle that I switched over to rifles too. I went with a Savage Mark TR, still using a Weaver T36. And then I went with the Tier 1 bipod and the Edgewood rear bag. And needless to say, I shot, my first target was 2500, second target 2500, third target 2500, Fourth one was a 2450. Fifth target was a 2450, and then I finished out with a 2500, and ended up winning the state shoot, which that's where that plaque came from, slate plaque. This came from Kettlefoot, and then this just came from this past weekend. There is some more events that I'm going to attend. I expect to go in July to Indiana for the Area 3 tournament shoot, and then I also plan to go in August to what is it, Chickenfoot, for the their area shoot also. And then I do plan on hitting a couple club and local matches here also too coming up. But those are the two major events that I'm going to next, and then of course I'm going to go to St. Louis also later in the year. Another thing that I found out after I shot the gun first event, I shot at another event, a local factory class, ended up winning that, and then I noticed it started to fall off. So when it started to fall off, I was like, wonder what's going on here. So I messed with the torque settings and whatnot, and found out that what it liked, and then next thing you know, I was like, screw it. So I used a bronze brush, or brass brush, bronze brush, but I use, the ones that I use are the Rimfire 22 Rimfire, but the pistol ones, so they're only like 1.5 inches of brush, and it's not as hard on the barrel, I should say, trying to get it down the bore and down the barrel compared to the 3-inch long ones that are for the rifles. I noticed that, and what it was is a carbon ring built up, and once I removed that carbon ring, she shot lights out again. So if your gun starts to fall off, try that. Now I noticed too, when I was down there at Kettlefoot, the gun started falling off. I cleaned it with a bronze brush, and it messed mine up because I forgot to take my bronze brush down there with me. Borrowed buddies, he had a rifle one, needless to say, it was really tight going down the barrel, and I ended up taking 3 boxes of ammo to get the shoot back in. So lesson learned, I'm not ever going to use a rifle brush, only pistol brushes only. Another thing that I learned too when I was down there at Kettlefoot is the bipod. Jeff Kite was the winner of that, and hats off to him. He shot a great target. But I got some works. I contacted Tier 1, and they're working with me on a new design for the arms. Like I said, that weighs 1.3 pounds. Jeff had his own homemade, or other guys have their own homemade front bipods, and they're just made out of heavier material. So I'm getting mine made out of stainless. I want it to weigh 5 to 6 pounds, and I think that'll also help me out too, because I'm noticing what the gun likes. It doesn't like to be locked down, but it doesn't like to be free floating. It just likes a little bit of pressure, and I think that the bipod will help tremendously with the weight. That's another thing I wish ARA would incorporate in their rules, is you have to have a certain weight bipod or less, but they don't have any rules pretty much. You just push the envelope. Push the envelope. So I got some other ideas I'm kicking around and working on and trying to do to improve it. But I noticed after Kettlefoot, one torque setting I liked, brought it back, cleaned it, and it didn't like that torque setting, so I had to redo my homework and readjust the torque settings and found out what it liked. So it likes anywhere from 10-inch pounds to 20-inch pounds. It doesn't like 15. It either has to be 10 or 20. But yeah, guys, that'll pretty much do it for this video. I'm gonna put pictures of the targets that I have, of the matches that I shot at, when I go over the results at the beginning of the video. Like I said, I'm gonna be making the bore guides. If you're interested, I'm only making 2 at a time. I don't want a bunch of overhead. the plastic ain't overhead, but it's just the machining time. I don't want to make 15 of one, 15 of the other, and 15 of the other, and they don't sell. So that's why I'm only making like two to five at a time of each. The 457s, 455s, 452s, the Savage Mark IIs, the Anschutz Model 64, and then the Tico one will probably be out mid-July when I get that one finished up. I'm still waiting on some different toolings to make some different stuff, but I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been making no videos. Maybe I'll start taking you guys with a vlog style. I'm going to the shoots, on the way to the shoots, at the shoots. Yeah, so I appreciate it. We're past our 500 subscribers now, so we're gonna have to do a giveaway with that. Ammo is tough to get by, ammo is tough to get a hold of right now, like I said. So we'll have to figure something out on that one. But I just want to thank you guys all for that, and yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. So next shoot I'm gonna go to is this weekend. This Sunday I'm going to Miami. So if anybody that is watching the channel and goes, hey man, hit me up while I'm there. Hey man, come say hi, we'll talk and whatnot, and that'll be it. But I appreciate all you guys for subscribing, commenting on all the videos that's driving the videos, and I appreciate you guys. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one.